Tiananmen Square, the centerpiece of modern Beijing. Old stagers like me can never forget the demonstrations here, which ended in the massacre of 1989. But like China itself, the square has changed a lot over the years, and it's far more people-friendly now than it used to be. Over there is the Great Hall of the People, where David Cameron's been having his talks this morning with the Chinese leadership. The visit's been a remarkable success so far, and extra unexpected honours have been showered on him. Why? Well, basically because China doesn't trust America to be a reliable partner anymore in these difficult times. It wants Britain plus France and Germany as a counterweight. The British, of course, are only too happy to oblige. But what are we to make of China itself? On the one hand, it's closing its labour camps, relaxing the one-child rule. On the other, it's silencing and locking up its critics with renewed energy. Why? What's going on here? I've really come to love this area. It's called District 798. It used to be an entire suburb composed of weapons factories. And then the government closed it down and handed it over to, of all things, artists to use as galleries and workshops. For me, it's a parable of the way China could become in the future. When you're here, the old Chinese Marxist-Leninist state just seems to evaporate. Being here reminds me forcibly of the artists I used to hang out with in the old Eastern Bloc countries in the 1980s. So what's really going on in the China that David Cameron has come to visit? My guess, for what it's worth, is that Xi Jinping is an instinctive liberalizer who understands that you can't really open up business and manufacturing here satisfactorily without giving people much more personal freedom. But the Chinese leadership as a whole is still obsessed with what happened back in 1989, both at Tiananmen Square and with the fall of communism in Eastern Europe. Hence Xi Jinping's juggling act. There is more personal freedom here, certainly, but people aren't allowed to go as far as many of them would like. Can it work? Certainly, but only for a while. The time will come when the old rules will have to be relaxed, and that'll be the point of maximum danger for the old Marxist-Leninist system.